Let's jump into bed. We'll see you in the morning. Good night, folks. You know I've got to get out and turn the GoPro off. You know how hard it is to come out here and film these bloody YouTube videos?
G'day folks, welcome back to another episode. It's been a couple of months since the last one. Sorry about that. I have been out and about on the fishing front though. A particular trip off Dampier. I headed out with the lads and we had an absolute ripper of a session.
Jamie's first Red Emperor. Woo!
Red Emperor, mackerel, a few other solid fish come across the deck. One of those days where the fishing was just too good to be worrying about a camera. Then, on another run up the Ningaloo coast, when I actually tried to film, the fishing was quiet. I was paddling the kayak when I hooked into a solid mackerel, and yep, it smoked me. Busted me off before I could even look the part on camera. The upside though was a close encounter with a pot of humpback whales, and they definitely put on the best show of the day. Honestly, it was nothing short of breathtaking. One of those moments you don't forget. So, it's been a bit of a mixed bag lately, but I finally got something worth sharing. Well, I hope so anyway. Let's get into it. You might be wondering how I can be fishing Coburn Sound one week, offshore out of Dampier the next, and then camping along the Ningaloo coast after that. Well, the secret's pretty simple. Like so many other people, I'm a FIFO tradie and my roster is 3 weeks on and 2 weeks off, bouncing between Perth and the Pilbara. This means whenever I clock off, I've got the freedom to chase my fishing addiction pretty much anywhere. Now I don't usually do the whole mining camp lifestyle, it's just not me. But this swing had me stuck inland for an 8-day stint in camp. It wasn't terrible, but let's just say I was counting down the days. And as I finally drove out on that last day, all I could think about was one thing. What fishing mission was I going to line up for on my day off? As you know, weather and tide play a massive role in deciding when and where to fish. On this occasion, the wind was looking a bit too high for a kayak mission, so I started leaning towards a land-based option. I had one spot in mind, favourite fishing hole that fishes the best on the low tide. The timing lined up perfectly with the sunrise, which meant if I wanted to be there in time, I'd have to pack up, head out tonight and camp right near the spot. After a long 6-hour journey back to town, it was straight into mission mode. Wrapped up at the workshop, blasted 2 tons of iron ore dust off the ute, and shot home to grab the swag and a bit of gear. From there, there was a quick pit stop to the shops, a few last minute camping supplies, usual snacks, maybe a cheeky cold one for later on. After that, topped up the tank, threw on some tunes, and pointed the ute towards the coast. I was on my way. We've landed. Finally made it. Doesn't seem to be too hot. And I was pretty keen to get down here during the sunset hours, which I've pretty much hit that right on the mark. And you're probably wondering why did I leave a nice mining camp donga to come and camp out here in my swag. I know where I'd rather be. I know where I'd rather be sleeping in.
It's out in the middle of a bush in a swag than a camp donger, that's for sure. Anyway, I've been out there for about 8 days or so, and I didn't think going back into town and spending another night in town was going to be fun, so I thought I would get out in the open space. As you can probably imagine, I'm not actually set up for camping. This is my work ute, and I don't camp out of it that often. But I got some, oh, that's the wrong way around. I've got some bits and pieces here that make it a bit easy for me. The old girl's looking a bit dusty. Got a camp bottle there. It's hard to do this with one hand. Got some meals here. I've got some drinks in my fridge here. I got some meatballs and rice because I knew I wasn't going to be doing any fishing today. Bundy, been dying to get into one of those. I haven't had a drink in a long time, and it's been good actually. But tonight we're breaking the drought just to celebrate getting out here and enjoying this. So pretty crude setup here. Get this stuff out. Got me swag to set up. Don't have a ground sheet or anything like that, so I'm just going to set up my swag inside the car here, but I think I'll fit in there okay. I'll just roll that out and should be good. It'll just be me, the hoses, the gas bottles and the ladders. Might be able to see the stars though from the ladders. That's going to be a bit of a pain. I like to see the stars when I'm in a swag. Anyway, okay, we're starting to get this set up. Got these little plates here. We'll put me rice and meatballs in that when I'm ready. I won't have anything to eat just yet. It's got a little blue cup, little pot and pan. I bought water to boil, but then I didn't bring any coffee for in the morning. When I get up in the morning, I'm going to really want a coffee, but yeah, nah, haven't got one. I'll check in my bags, I'll check in my glove box. Maybe there's a little sachet of coffee in there, because in the morning I'll probably be desperately ripping that apart to try and find a coffee to have one. But it's pretty much the only thing that I forgot to bring was coffee, which is pretty unforgivable. Anyway, we'll survive. So I've been going since about, I don't know, 5 this morning, and though most of the day's been driving, I haven't done a lot of work, but it's been warm today and I'm pretty sweaty and dirty and pretty keen to have a bit of a wash before I jump in the swag. I've been thinking about it, and I do actually have a bit of water and like a shower thing in the car here. I've got a little pressure washer here which I'll just turn on there. And yeah, we don't call it wing it mission fishing for nothing, you know. So yeah, time to have a cold shower. I'm not sure if I'm looking forward to this or not. I think this is going to hurt. Whew, okay, here we go. Lights off for obvious reasons. Okay, let's see how we go. Oh. Okay, shower's done. All changed. Let's jump into bed. This is not going to be graceful. Not too bad in here. Okay, so we've got the mozzie net here. There seem to be a few midges and a few sandflies around tonight, so I've got the old mozzie net which keep on. So I've set the alarm. The low tide is around about, I don't know, 20 past 5. It'll be up early enough to get down to the spot and walk to the hole. Feels pretty comfy in here. It's pretty squishy, but it's not too bad. It's not too hot either. Anyway, we'll oh my god, what's going on? Anyway, we'll see you in the morning. Good night, folks. You know I've got to get out and turn the GoPro off and turn the light off, don't you? What a beautiful morning. Not sure if you can see me or not on the GoPro, but not a bad night's sleep actually, considering swag was a little bit hard. Not too many mozzies, not too many midgies. That net saved me, I reckon. But what a beautiful morning out here. We are actually going across that way. Looks like we've had some high tides, so there's going to be a bit of mud going across there, so I won't carry too much stuff. That'll be the main thing this morning. But yeah, we'll get the bag out of the car, get the rods together, slap it all on my back, and we'll head across the flats there and get to the spot. Good. Okay. Ooh, it's slippery already. Water's cold. I think I'm here at the perfect time. The tide's still going out, so we're not too far from the bottom of the tide, and that's when I want to be, in this little spot here. Right, I'll probably only hopefully I'll get a couple of hours to fish it. I'll be happy with that. To be honest, in this little hole, if nothing really happens within the first half hour to hour, there's not going to be anything at all. So this whole area is mud. Really got nowhere to put my stuff down. We'll do a GoPro swap, throw you on my head, and let's get down to the spot. Tricky's not getting my rods caught up. Anything else caught up. Like that. There we go. Okay, let go of me. Let me go. Ooh. Yeah. Tide's still going out. Sun coming up over there. See if there's any movement. Let's have a look what's around. First cast. Not my best cast, that's for sure. Better. getting closer to where I want to be. Like I said, tide's running fairly quick. So hopefully there's some hungry mangrove jacks in there. A few midgies around. Hurting a little bit. Oh, must have right in his head. Feels like a cod. Must have hit him right on the head. I don't know, what is it? Good size. It's a jack. It's a nice jack too. Yeah. Okay, we'll put him down there. Not a bad jack. Okay, nice mangrove jack on the Z-Man paddle tail, 5-inch. Yeah, works every time. Can't beat it. He's a nice fish. Okay, so what we'll do, we might, still undecided whether or not to keep this fish or not. I might throw him in a little pool here, and I might be able to upgrade him. You can sit in there, mate, and I'll see how we go. If I don't get anything else, I might have to keep you, but we'll sit there. See what else is around. I just love it when the lure hits the water, gets a hook up straight away. Must have been straight on his head, that fella. He was right on that lure. Such a spectacular fish, the mangrove jack. They give a really good fight. Sometimes they do, when you first hook up, they do feel like a bit of a cod. But I was wrong on that occasion. That was a nice jack. What I'll do when I get over there further, when the tide goes out, I'll cast the lure and let the plastic hit the bank, and then I'll just drop it into the water and feed it across. I've caught some nice jacks doing that, because I do feel with the plastic hitting the water, I think it does spook fish like that. I think that spooks fish. So I'll show you later. I'll cast it onto the mud, and then I'll just drop it into the water. We've got all that time to the tide, bottom of the tide, then it's going to turn. And as soon as it turns, I reckon I'm going to have about 10-15 minutes of fishing before it pushes me out of this hole. Because once the tide turns, it says, out you go, sorry, go home. Bit quiet, not a lot of action going on. Oh. That's a fish. Oh, not anymore. Damn. See if I can show you what I mean by dropping my plastic on the bank. So on the bank over there, sticking in the mud, drop them into the water, saves that splash. Oh, touch. Oh yeah. Oh, that's a jack. That is a jack for sure. I think it's a nice jack too. Bring it in. It's a cod. Nice black spot estuary cod. Yeah, we might we'll throw him back. Off you go, bud. Yeah. Not the time to be losing a lure. Don't want to be retiring. Oh, she's well and truly stuck in there. Oh well, bust her off. Oh geez. She's well and truly stuck in there. Oh damn. Oh, I lost the leader too. Okay, for these 5-inch soft plastics, I'm using a snake lock jig head. It's a 1/4 ounce lead on the front and 6/0 hook buried in the plastic there. She sits like that. Okay. New FG. Better hurry up. The tide's gonna turn. By the end of this session, I've made hundreds of casts, and only a handful ever turn into fish. But it's never really about the numbers. It's about the adventure that gets me here. The long drive across a deserted desert highway, rushing to throw the swag and camping gear in the back of the ute, and rolling into a coastal creek camp just in time to cook a meal and fall asleep beneath a blanket of stars. It's about waking before first light, walking the mudflats with the salt thick in the air, and watching the sunrise paint the sky while the world is still completely silent. Out here, with no one else around, every cast feels like it belongs to something bigger. The fish are just a bonus. Thanks for watching, folks. If you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more. I'd really love it if you left a comment. I want to hear your stories. Every like and comment help the channel grow, and I read and respond to every comment. Thanks again, and I'll see you on the next Wing It Mission adventure.